Hello everyone, and welcome to Crusader Kings 2. I should say welcome back. This is going to be a relatively brief video. I'm going to try not to go over 5 minutes long. I'm going to be concise. If you've read the title and you're wondering why is there an epilogue, this series doesn't feel complete, those are great questions. I will try to shed the light a few of my thoughts and tell you where we're headed. So it is an epilogue to Polish Ambitions, which had a great run. And I should probably back up and say, we started off as a one-province minor in Krakow, part of Great Moravia. Through some very fun turn of events, we were able to take that one-province minor and turn it into Poland as you see it right now on the screen, which was no small feat. I'm sure a really good CK2 player could probably do that in half the time that I did, but that is not who I am. So yeah, we had ambitions to form Poland, to see them convert to Catholicism, which we did. We had ambitions to make them feudal from tribal, which we did, and we had ambitions to bring about stability to the realm. Now, I was not really sure how this whole stability thing was going to work because we had some pretty unruly vassals, and it never is fun when you have one Viking raider or invasion after another. But I knew that there was going to come a point in time where stability had to come. We were either going to get the right king or get the right law makeup, and we were going to become stable, and we got that. We got that in the form of a very young king who married a genius, and that was really awesome. We also got stability in the form that the Crusades came about. Now, the Crusades generally happen in CK2. I'm sure someone's probably got a game where they never fired, but you really don't have any control on when they fire. This is using the Holy War most current expansion, which completely retools how Crusades are done. And I think it would be a disservice not to show that, but I was really waiting to see when that was going to occur. And I had no idea when that would happen. But as a crazy little turn of events, it did happen. And, I was really happy to see that because I think there was probably a 2 or 3 episode run where I felt like the game was dragging, not only for me, but in terms of my recording. And I just remember thinking, oh gosh, that's a slow episode. I did nothing but administrative things, or I did nothing but build up the economy. And the Crusades came about, and I started to see the direction that the game was going. And just like every video game that's grand strategy, unless you are, say, a Roomba and you just live by perpetual war, which is impressive in and of itself. And he doesn't always do that, but he is really aggressive, and he's really good at being aggressive. But unfortunately, I'm just not that good to probably be considered that kind of elite tier. So, anyways, we're going to stay on topic here, I hope. The Crusades came about, and it was almost like a breath of fresh air. And I began thinking, okay, do we really have Polish ambitions anymore? And I was like, no, not really. We've kind of accomplished everything that we set out to do. Well, what kind of state is Poland in? And I think it's really one of those where they are finally able to sit at the great power table, so to speak, and they have ascended to that world stage. And so with that in mind, I'm going to, I think, and I'll also give you another thinking, is I know that this game is going to eventually be an EU4 game. And to do that, I want the world to be as interesting and unique as it can be. And in the state that it was in, I could have converted. I didn't think it was going to be as unique as it could have been. And I wanted to show the Crusades. And I wanted to show what comes after the Crusades. So I said, I don't want to have a 150 or 200 episode series. I think that you can just get really bogged down and lost in that. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to break it into and say, okay, this is an epic alternative history created by me for Poland. And we're transitioning from Polish ambitions to the ascent of Poland, or Poland's ascendancy. I need to work on the wording there, but really Ascendant Poland. We have stepped up this kingdom's game, and we are now looking to do a couple of things. And so we've got an epilogue, and we're transitioning. It's still the same game. It's just going to have a different title screen, and it's going to be under a different name. But it's really, think about it this way: if we're telling an epic saga, part 1 is in the books, and we're now transitioning to part 2. And so in that, now that we sit on the world stage and we are a major player, we want to participate in crusades. We've got to be a good Catholic. Number 2, we want to see if we can forge some unique diplomatic situations. Number 3, if we have an opportunity to form the Windish Empire, we're still going to go for that. And then I think number 4 is we want to see Poland flourish. And we want to experience all the other fun things that come along with that. Having said that, I'm trying to be brief because I don't want to do a 20-minute video of me rambling. I appreciate those of you who have watched. I appreciate those of you who have hit that like button and who have subscribed. Continue to do that. If you are watching this video for the first time and you're going, I don't even know what the heck you're talking about, excuse me, go back and watch the series. You can skim through them, watch them. There are highs and low points, but it kind of tells you how we got to where we are. And most importantly, enjoy the next part of the saga. I don't know if there's a part 3 that occurs in Crusader Kings 2, or if that part 3 is in EU4. If the game continues to be interesting, after EU4, Victoria 2 is on the table, and after that, Hearts of Iron 4 is on the table. So this very well could be one of the most epic undertakings that I have ever done in the history of my gaming period, let alone recording. But I'm glad you're here for it. Enjoy the next part of the saga, and I'll see you there. Be good.